Welcome, graduates. I think this is a great opportunity for our family, friends, and guests to congratulate our graduates with a huge round of applause. Please remain standing for the Dias Party procession.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 52nd Annual Centennial College Convocation. Will you please remain standing for our national anthem? The words are on page 2 of your program, and we're asking that we all sing "O Canada." We have so much to be proud of living in this great country, and so let's join Vanessa Morgan, music industry arts and performance student, as she sings "O Canada."
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Well done, and that is great practice for tomorrow night's game. Go Raptors! So, may you please be seated. My name is Dr. Marilyn Harry, and I'm Vice President Academic and Chief Learning Officer here at Centennial College, and I'm so pleased to be your Master of Ceremonies for this wonderful event. We believe that every graduate should have the same experience, and so after you've walked across this stage, please return to your seat and stay until the ceremony is over, and that way together we celebrate the first and the last graduate to convocate. Centennial College is proud to be part of a rich history of education in this province and in this city. We acknowledge that we are on the treaty lands and territories of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and pay tribute to their legacy and the legacy of all First Peoples of Canada as we strengthen ties with the communities we serve and build the future through learning and through our graduates. Today, the traditional meeting place of Toronto is still home to many Indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island, and we're grateful to have the opportunity to work in the communities that have grown in the treaty lands of the Mississaugas. We acknowledge that we are all treaty people and honor our responsibility to all our relations. At this time, I would like to introduce to you the members of our platform party. And can I ask that you please hold your applause until after all members of the platform party have been introduced. Ms. Lisa White, Registrar. Dr. Craig Stevenson, Vice President, Student and Community Engagement. Mr. Rick Blickstead, Board of Governors. Mr. Cal Rebin, Convocation Speaker. Dr. Carol Roffey, Dean, School of Advancement. Mr. Alan McClelland, Dean, School of Transportation. Ms. Joy Botswain, Chair, Workforce Development, Employment Services and Academic Upgrading. Ms. Trish Coles, Chair, Center for English Language Studies, EAP and ELL Programs. Mr. Paulo Santos, Chair, Automotive and Motorcycle Programs. Mr. Sean Squires, Chair, Truck Coach, Heavy Equipment and Motive Power Programs. Mr. Tim Roy, Acting Chair, Aviation. Ms. Aisha Charles, Advocate, Centennial College Student Association. And Mr. Vic Conley, Alumni Association. Let's give them a round of applause. Would the graduating class please stand? That's you. Okay. The students being honored this afternoon are from the School of Advancement Programs and the School of Transportation Programs. Our registrar, Ms. Lisa White, will present the graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Harry. Governor Blickstead, I am honored to present the Centennial College candidates for graduation. I hereby certify the graduates have successfully completed all requirements established by our statutes. For the graduates who are unable to be here today, we'll grant their credential in absentia. Congratulations. I now call upon Governor Blickstead to bring greetings from the Board of Governors.
Thank you, Madam Registrar. It's a great pleasure for me to be here today
And I will tell you, it's the most exciting day in my time as a governor, to see what we're doing to make sure that you have great lives, great futures ahead of you. I want to offer on behalf of the Board of Governors our congratulations on your achievements of academic success on behalf of Centennial College Board of Governors. I also want to thank all the friends and family who've supported you through this long journey. They are to be commended. And to the thousands of people who are watching us in other parts of the world. Graduates, please be seated. Members of the Board of Governors strive to ensure your success in meeting your educational goals by fostering and supporting an atmosphere conducive to learning and teaching, where relevant programs are taught by outstanding faculty, and I mean outstanding faculty, and where students' needs are met in an environment that is encouraging, nurturing, challenging, and inclusive. Through hard work and perseverance, you have now achieved the status of Centennial graduate. We honor and applaud you and are confident of your future success. We wish you good luck, prosperity, and happiness in all your future endeavors as you graduate as world change agents. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor Blickstead. Dean Carol Rafi will now present the Centennial College Academic Award to the graduating student with the highest academic standing in the School of Advancement.
This year, the recipient of Centennial College Academic Award in the School of Advancement is Buthra Kamarasamy. Well done. Oh, yes.
Dean Ellen McClelland will now present the Centennial College Academic Award to the graduating student with the highest academic standing in the School of Transportation.
This year we had a two-way tie for the very highest academic standing in our school, and for that reason we are going to present two awards this year. Both awards come to students in the same program, so I will introduce the first, and our first recipient is Hyok Hyo, Aviation Technician, Aircraft Maintenance. And our second recipient for this award is Kyujin Lee, Aviation Technician, Aircraft Maintenance.
Congratulations to these outstanding students. I'm now pleased to introduce our Convocation speaker. Mr. Cal Rebin is a proven and highly regarded business professional with over 30 years of aviation experience in both passenger and cargo operations. Safety, quality, and reliability are his primary objectives. As Vice President of Maintenance and Engineering and a member of the Jazz executive team, Cal leads Jazz's award-winning team operating a fleet of 115 aircraft, flying over 700 flights per day. His team also provides both heavy maintenance repair operations and component repair services for other airlines. Cal's career has been highlighted by product and process improvement based on comprehensive short and long-range plans, bolstered by his instinctive ability to see ways to make significant differences in efficiency, effectiveness, and employee satisfaction, and to put them into action. Cal believes, from a corporate standpoint, our goals should be positive employee relations, clear internal measures and objectives, strong industry relationships, as well as community engagement and sponsorship. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Cal Rebin.
Well, thank you very much. It's great to be here today. Governor Blickstead, Dias, party members, I am truly honored to be sharing with you today the celebration of the graduates of 2019. And 35 years ago, I was actually in the graduating class here at Centennial College with the same honor that you are getting here today, and what a pleasure that was. But before I talk about the graduates, I do want to take a moment and acknowledge all of the people who work here at Centennial College or on behalf of Centennial College. And I'm not just talking about the instructors and the professors, because they bring incredible industry experience, but I'm talking about everybody that brought these programs to you, that gave you the wonderful experiences that you have had and got you here today, some of them sharing the stage with me here today. So please, let's give a hand to everybody who brought this to you at Centennial College. I brought with me today a very special piece of paper that I'm going to share with you, and for those of you that can't see it, I'll have it with me after the ceremony as well. But this piece of paper is my 1991 aircraft maintenance engineer's license. And this is a very special piece of paper for a number of reasons. The first thing is there's a Transport Canada signature at the bottom of that certificate. And it gave me the right and the privilege to be able to release an aircraft as safe for flight. And that signature on the bottom of the certificate is Tracy Britton, who is your chairperson and PRT in the Aerospace and Aviation Division here at Centennial College. So that is the type of talent and experience that I'm talking about, of the people that work for and with Centennial College. So you should always be proud to say you are a Centennial College graduate. You know, this license has a couple of other things on it. And the first thing is safety. It means safety and compliance, which is important to all of us. And I am proud to be the Vice President of Maintenance and Engineering at an airline that has won gold and silver as Canada's top safety employer for the last 2 years in the Transportation Division. And 6 times in the last 6 years, we have also been awarded the top North American reliability operator of specific Bombardier aircraft types. So I work for a very good company that always keeps safety in mind. I want a show of hands here today. How many of you have ever driven in a car or on a bus or been in an airplane? I'm looking back just to make sure they were still paying attention to me. As you can see, safety in the entire transportation industry is critical to absolutely everybody. And the other thing that this license has on it is 5 aircraft endorsements. And an endorsement means that I have been given the right to sign out a particular aircraft type. But in order to do that, I had to put my time and effort in, but I also had to take a training course, a 1-month-long training course, to get that endorsement put on my license. And the point here being that your education has just started. Continuing education is the norm now. It is what you will have to do to succeed in your industry. So it's not a surprise that part of the graduating class here today is from the Centennial College School of Advancement. Those are students that have chosen to continue to develop themselves, to continue to grow their talents in the different areas that they have taken with the School of Advancement. So remember that as you go ahead into the future. Forbes magazine recently published an article that said, the training you take in hard skills will get you an interview with a company, but the training that you take in soft skill and advanced development is what will actually get you the job. There was recently a poll done by Ipsos on behalf of Royal Roads University in BC. And what they found was 87% of Canadians believe that lifelong learning is critical to career success. That's an astounding number. So what's next? Well, obviously, you all want to get a job. Some of you may have a job already, and you've taken further education to advance your careers. But for a lot of you, especially in the transportation area, this may be your first job in those different areas. So what is it looking like for you out there? Well, actually, I can tell you it's looking somewhat positive. There is good news out there for you. IBIS World, which is a global leader in market research, recently published an article that said that there are 3 key elements in the automotive servicing sector for you to remember. And that includes motorcycles, cars, trucks, buses, the whole automotive servicing sector. And those 3 key elements were, number 1, customer satisfaction. And of course, that goes for every industry. Customer satisfaction always has to be remembered, because at the end of the day, it is not your employer who is paying you. It is the customer who is going to be paying you for the service that you provide. The second key element that they said was technology. And certainly, the amount of resources that Centennial College has brought in all of their programs at their 5 different campuses, the technology they've brought in has set you up for a good future. And the third thing they said about the automotive sector was that the key factor was proximity to market. And in that same report, they said that 67% of all of the automotive sector servicing industry requirements are in Ontario and Quebec. And Toronto, being the largest city in Canada, has the most need. And therefore, you are graduating at the right place at the right time, going into that sector of the business. But in the aviation industry, how is it looking? Well, it's looking much the same. IATA, the International Air Transportation Association, recently said that they expect the number of airline passengers to double in the next 20 years. That means more aircraft manufactured, and it means more aircraft to be maintained and services rendered. So that is positive news in itself. And the Canadian Council of Aerospace and Aviation did a report for the Government of Canada last year in which they said they expect between then and 2025, a very short time away, that there will be a requirement for 55,000 aviation-related jobs in Canada. And of those 55,000, 13,000 of those aviation-related jobs are specific to aircraft manufacturing, maintenance, and repair. They also stated in that report that based on current college and school enrollments, that only 25% of those 55,000 jobs will be able to be filled by Canadian schools. So you are coming into the industry at a time when there is a void and a gap. So it's a very good time for you to be getting into the aviation industry as well. And for those of you who are advancing yourself through other career learnings, as I said, almost 90% of Canadians feel that continued advanced education will help you in your career aspirations. But it's not just about getting a job. It's about being successful, but also happy in the job that you're doing. So there are a couple of things that I would recommend to all of you. Almost every employer who will be employing you will look you up on the internet to see what they can find. And I suggest that you do the same thing to them. You should be researching any company that you are looking to work for, understanding what their priorities are, understanding what technologies they are using, and research those technologies and make yourself more employable and a better employee to them. And I may have stated this once or twice already, but continuing education. Continue to get further educated on everything you do. When you start your new job, if your boss asks you, do you want to take more training? The answer should always be yes. You know, one of the programs they have here is leadership and inclusion, and they're graduating with us today. That touches every industry, every employer. Courses like that will help you develop as an employee. The other thing is, in the aviation industry in particular, but also in other industries right now, we are coming up to a retirement bubble. There is a lot of skill that is going to disappear over the next number of years. And I would suggest to all of you that when you go in to your new employer and you start working with them, seek out those experienced, talented individuals who may be going away in the next couple of years into retirement, and learn as much as you can from them, because they have that expertise with them, and it will go away with them. My expectation is that as you continue to develop, you may be back here again in another graduating class with Centennial College. I personally have had the honor to have taken courses with 5 post-secondary schools in Ontario. Continuing education. And the last thing I would suggest is, as you go out into your new companies, don't just engage in your trade. Engage in the company and the community. For 31 years now, I have the honor to work for Jazz, who is well known for community engagement and always has been. And the benefits will come back to you as well, not just to the company and the community, but it will allow you to introduce yourself to employees that you may not normally work with. It will allow you to get out into the community and meet new contacts and develop new contacts within both your industry and others. The benefits will come back to you Finally, I just want to say congratulations to all of you. You have put in the time and the effort to be very successful, and I congratulate you.
On behalf of the graduates and students of Centennial College, I'd like to express our sincere thanks to you for sharing your insights and experience with us today. I know your words have been an inspiration to us all. Please accept this small token of our appreciation. Thank you.
I would now like to invite Mr. Vic Conley, graduate of Centennial College, to share alumni greetings.
Governor Blickstead, distinguished guests, faculty, graduates, family, and friends. It is a privilege and an honor for me today to be here to address Centennial's 52nd graduating class on one of the most important days of their life. You are now a graduate of Centennial College. You chose a program, made a commitment, completed the program, and today you can finally say, I did it. I graduated. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the amazing faculty and the support staff who have guided you through your experience with Centennial College. I wish all of you the best of luck in your future endeavors. We have one quick saying from the Alumni Association, Centennial first, alumni forever. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Conley. Graduates, we are so very excited for you today, and we also have another reason to be thrilled. After an extensive national search, I'm pleased to introduce Centennial College's incoming 7th president, Dr. Craig Stevenson. Craig is no stranger to many of you graduating today. For the past half-decade, he has been our Vice President of Student and Community Engagement, and during this time, Craig was instrumental in shepherding the student journey, championing the cause of equity, and facilitating collaboration, all to ensure your experience at Centennial was as welcoming as it was supportive and rewarding. I know I speak on behalf of the entire Centennial College community when I share with you that we look forward to supporting Craig's leadership to push the limits of college education, address the changing worlds of work, and tackle the divergent issues facing our students and our communities. Graduates and guests, please join me in welcoming Centennial College's incoming president, Dr. Craig Stevenson.
Good afternoon. Now come on, they need to hear us in California. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Now, I'm absolutely delighted to be addressing the 2019 graduating class. Can you just give yourselves a round of applause for getting here so well? Thank you. Well done. But I have to confess, when I've been on this stage in front of a large audience in the past, it's not been before a graduating class, but an entering class, a class just starting its learning journey here at Centennial. And on those occasions, I'd come bursting into the hall, music a-blaring, and run straight up the aisle, filled with the excitement of what it means to begin something life-changing. And I actually wanted to do that today. I wanted to come bursting up the aisles, but they said, no, with a gown like this on, you'd trip over. So I had to stand back. But once in the aisle, I would shout out, are you excited to be here? So I'm going to ask the parents at the back, your siblings, your friends, your own children, and your partners, and yourselves, of course. Are you excited to be here? Yes! Good, good, thank you. Because I'm excited that you're here, as beginnings and endings are some of our most inspiring experiences that we will ever have. Graduating class, be ever so mindful of this special day, the bagpipes that announce the commencement of this momentous occasion, the formal procession of fellow graduates, faculty, and Dias Party members, and the supportive presence of family, friends, staff, and professors. And not to forget, of course, all those selfies, am I right? All those selfies you're going to take of yourselves today. Well, would you mind indulging me? I've got a 7-year-old, and I'd like to send him a selfie of myself on this stage with you as the background. Would that work? If you just put your hands up, let's try it.
But first, let me take a selfie.
Now I need a tea break. Wow. Thank you. Above all, remember the joy within you right now. And I know you're filled with the joy emanating from the very core of your being, the joy that speaks from within and quietly whispers to you, or maybe not so quietly, I did it. Despite the odds, despite the challenges, despite the moments of self-doubt, you did it, and you did it, you did it, you all did it. You've proved to yourself today that you are an achiever. There's nothing you can't do when you put your mind to it. Today is your moment to celebrate, to enjoy, to savor. And we know the sacrifices that you've made to get here, the investments of time, dedication, and financial resources, the fortitude that you demonstrated at times of stress, the courage that you revealed at moments of self-doubt, and the wisdom that you offered yourself when critical decisions about your own future had to be made. And I would respectfully add that there are many people in this room and on our live webcast today that have also made this journey possible for you. Parents and supporters who use their hard-earned savings and have perhaps even gone into debt to witness this very moment. A partner or sibling who put their ambitions on hold so that you could realize yours. Advisors and counselors and frontline staff who ensured you stayed on track. And of course, your professors who motivated, inspired, and created that thirst to learn more, to question, and to create. As they say, it takes a village to raise a child, so it takes a community to raise a student. So can all the graduates please join me in putting your hands together to thank all those who've helped you along your journey. And let me share a little secret with you. Come closer. Little joke there. The credential you're about to receive informs the world you have acquired a unique range of skills and a specialist knowledge base. But your journey here at Centennial also tells the world that you're not only equipped with professional skills, but a whole array of personal skills. And these very powerful tools are now part of your toolkit. And I would suggest that there are 3 tools in particular that you now have at hand to exercise tremendous impact. Anybody here a big fan of the Avengers and have seen that movie, The Endgame? Yes, one in the audience there. Well, I would argue, and I'm going to tell you this one, I would argue that these tools are even more powerful than Thor's hammer, Captain America's shield, or Black Widow's bracelet. Yes, I do have a 7-year-old, so I too have seen all the movies possible to see around the Avengers. And I call these tools the three spheres of control, and they are uniquely yours and will be critical to you, our community, and the world. The first is to exercise your leadership. You've all developed incredible skills here at Centennial, whether it be social justice insights or critical perspectives drawn from our global citizenship program. You've learned the art of collaboration from group work, and I know you've done plenty of that. You've learned the ability to find creative solutions to problems presented in lab and class assignments. You've learned intercultural awareness and cultural humility and the concept of leadership from such programs as yourselves, the Leadership Passport, and other co-curricular activities. Now it's that time to exercise that leadership. Use these skills and apply them to tackle the injustices within our society today. As you exercise your leadership, the second critical area comes into view, and that is to be, as our Governor Blickstead shared with us, to be a champion of social change. There are, as you know, many injustices in this society today. Starvation in a world of plenty, the relentless decimation of our plant and animal populations, and the unequal playing field that so many face from the moment they are born. Against this backdrop, I urge you to be the change our world needs. Apply your experiences and your skills and your passion to drive social change within our workplaces and within our communities. And that leads me to the third, final sphere of control. As you exercise your leadership and become a change agent, an even greater responsibility awaits you. And that is to become an agent for the greater good. For our future's sake, I implore you not to be the troll or the nasty critic sniping from the sidelines, but be a force for greater good. We need to work with each other. We don't want to work against each other. To nurture, to guide, and ultimately to pull each other up the ladder, not push each other off as we drive ahead. Anybody remember Michelle Obama's famous line in the last US election? When they go low, we go high. Well, there's no more important time within our world than now for us to remember her plea. Be front and be center. Be the gracious leaders that your parents and grandparents have taught you to be. Have a strong sense of fair play and a tremendous generosity of spirit. More than ever, the world needs you to play your vital part. In this spirit, we have to appreciate that we will make errors and we will make misjudgments in our lives. We are human after all. We might say the wrong thing out of ignorance rather than malice. Make the call on a decision with all the right intentions, but without the benefit of hindsight. Or do something where not all the facts and context are evident. These moments are going to happen to me. They're going to happen to you. They're going to happen to your friends, your family, and they're going to happen in the workplace. And when they do, I want you to remember this moment. I want you to remember your graduation day. Have as your North Star a goal to create the community we all deserve, to be a champion of fair, inclusive, and tolerant places. Places where everyone can thrive and experience a powerful, powerful sense of belonging. You know, I love my grandmother to bits. She's sadly no longer with us. She was a very strong, proud, working-class woman. And like my grandfather, she worked in the Lancashire cotton mills all her life. She was a winder in the mills. And she would do anything for her family, a tremendous sacrifice to herself. On more than one occasion, she gave her last savings to my father when times were hard for our family. So I would like to extend today my grandma's values that we need to focus on supporting the needs of family to that of our community and our country. We in this room are family. Once you cross this stage, you will be alumni of Centennial, and this will always be your home. With the values, lessons, and learning tools Centennial has provided, you have the ability to reach out to others, not to turn away when an individual's being harassed or bullied, prejudged or marginalized. It's up to us all to materially assist where we can when our own means allow, and to challenge the status quo when it perpetuates inequities and injustice. And I know, I admit, my message is an ambitious one, but purposely so. My role as the new incoming president of Centennial College is to challenge you. Now, I know you've felt a lot of challenge already. At times, you may well have felt over-challenged. But I want to continue to challenge you to make sense of and apply all that you've learned. I want to challenge you to create practical solutions to the many problems that we will be asked to address. And lastly, I want to challenge you to never stop reflecting on your strengths and your weaknesses, your values and your beliefs. And I realize that it might not be immediately evident as I'm stood before you, but there's no way in 100 years, no, let's make that 1,000,000 years, that at the age of 18, I would have seen myself on this stage speaking to you as the 7th incoming president of Centennial College. Because I grew up in an all-white, working-class neighborhood in northern England at a time when classism was rife and words like inclusion, diversity, and global citizenship weren't part of most people's vocabulary. These words would never have been part of mine, at least not wholeheartedly and in a meaningful way, had it not been for my own post-secondary journey, a journey that included being an international student, opening my mind and my heart to new ways of thinking about ideas, and most importantly, about the people behind those ideas. I'm not standing here today simply because of the academic credentials I've earned. I love learning. I embrace being challenged to adapt. That's what led me here. I am, after all, a digital immigrant. Would you believe I wrote my final papers with a ballpoint pen? And in the era before GPS, when you had to go to a new town to find a location, what did I do? You'd stop the car, wind down the window, there was no press buttons, wind down the window, pop your head out and stop somebody in the street to ask for directions. And in the pre-Google era, my knowledge of cookies was limited to those of, yes, the chocolate chip variety. This ability to adapt helped me to be receptive to new ideas and approaches and to challenge old assumptions. I didn't see learning as something that ended at graduation. I saw it, as our Convocation speaker shared, as something that I would continue throughout my career, both within and outside of the classroom, through coaching and mentoring, questioning and observing, and above all, listening to those around me. We are, as you know, living in a rapidly changing environment where resilience, adaptability, and a thirst for learning are your strongest assets. So when you leave this room today, I want you to burst through those doors and out into the world, diplomas and certificates in hand, filled with joy and gratitude, hope and courage, purpose and, of course, passion. The world needs your creativity. It needs your drive. It needs your leadership to make a difference. So go forth, Centennial graduates. Congratulations and enjoy. Enjoy the journey. Thank you very much and all the very best.
Thank you, Dr. Stevenson. I now call upon Ms. Lisa White, Registrar.
Today, for the 8th year, we are awarding distinctions in leadership. In an increasingly complex and competitive environment, one full of challenge, opportunity, and change, Centennial is committed to helping students grow into leaders and providing the educational opportunities that will help them discover the leaders within themselves. As a result of successfully completing the Leadership Passport criteria, which includes a series of workshops and leadership experiences, graduates have earned a second credential, a distinction in leadership, which acknowledges they possess the leadership knowledge, skill, and potential to lead us into the future and make a difference in our world and our community. Graduates who have achieved this distinction will be recognized as they cross the stage. We are proud of you and offer you our warmest congratulations.
So, now we have come to that special moment for all of our graduates where they will be invited to cross the stage. Once again, it's important to us that every graduate have the same experience. And so please, after you've walked across the stage, please return to your seat and stay until the ceremony is over so that we all celebrate together the very first and the very last graduate to convocate. I will now call upon Dean Carol Rothey to present the School of Advancement program graduates with their degrees, diplomas, and certificates.
The following representatives of our academic team will present our graduates: Zafar Khan, Michael Simons, Elhem Travali.
Governor Brickstead, graduates and guests, I present to you the candidates from the General Arts and Science program. Miyank Arora, Jasprit Singh Dillon, the General Arts and Science English for Academic Purposes program, MSD Shamima Alam, Nazneen Akhtar, Tian He, Milton Kumar Halder, Mokhtar Hussain, MD Mizanul Haq, Rabia Khatun, Mahfuza Yasmin Rimi, Minsing Su, Jamal Yabas with honors, Davide Fracero, Lois Ann Gahol with leadership and inclusion, Michelle Marie Martin with leadership and inclusion,
Governor Blicksted's graduates and guests, I present you the candidates from the Liberal Arts program. You've met her before, she's back again, Bothra Kumarasamy. Chanel Christmas Lafleur.
Okay, Governor Blickstead, graduates and guests, I present to you the candidates from the Academic and Career Entrance, Raja Vinothini Ilanganathan.
Governor Blickstead, graduates and guests, I present to you the candidates from the Pre-Health Sciences pathway. Fiona Antwi, Athena Ketong with honors. Really? Ross Nicole Duclalis with honors. Abadan Jamaradov, Samira Mahmoudi, Era Pandalin, Ravisha Ramkumar, Charmaine Rochester. Governor Blickstead, graduates and guests, I present to you the candidates from the Workplace Communication Skills for Business. Nupar Bolmik, Shkarbanam Mirazdada, Fatamuza Jamila, Governor Blickstead, graduates and guests, I present to you the candidates from the Indigenous Studies First Peoples in Canada program. Marquita Diggs McDonald, Antoinette Clark Thompson, with distinction in leadership.
Dear graduates, I extend my personal congratulations and best wishes to the graduates from the School of Advancement programs.
I now call upon Dean Alan McClellan to present the School of Transportation program graduates with their diplomas and certificates.
The following representatives of our academic team will present our graduates: Christine White-Garcia, Erica Zani, David Weatherhead and Catherine Pratt, Angelo Spano, Al Thompson, Daniel Chudy, Robert Nakashima, and Roy King.
Governor Blickstead, graduates and guests, I present to you the candidates from Airframe Assembly Program, Wilfred Mamarill. Governor Blickstead, graduates and guests, I present to you the candidates from the Aircraft Maintenance Technician Program. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Dakota, faculty and father of son Justin Dakota, would like to present his son and graduate his diploma. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would also like to call Mr. Jamie Milks of Centennial College's School of Transportation to join Dr. Craig Stevenson, Vice President of Student and Community Engagement, to present his son and graduate, Adam Milks, his diploma in Aircraft Maintenance Technician Program. Adil Achacha. Dylan Albarico. Coleman O. Jake Alvarez. Earl Arthur. Muhammad Atif. Marshall Baheen, with honors. Shihao Bian. Jiharm Chung, with honors. Jihong Cao. Christopher Castro. Ryan Churaman, with honors. Benedict DeMello, with honors. Richard Tyrell Danga. Jerson Romeo DeLewis. Aaron DeVira. Vika Alyssa Delos Rias. Andre Fontanilla. Burke N. Banton. Marcela Maria Gonzalez Barentes with honors. David Galley with honors. Jan Michael Garcia with honors. Anthony Gualermo. Michael Halle with honors. Hayok Hiao with high honors. Gervin Jardio. Kwayang Jian. Ziwei Guan. Matthew Higgs. Brian Enosio. Hwanjun Lim with honors. Karindra Jayantri. Abdur Rahman Khan. Jong Yoon Kim with honors. Kevin Luong with honors. Julian Lysak with honors. Jonathan McNeil with high honors. William Malcolm. Nicholas Marinos. Yash Mather. Howard McDonald. Ivan Mendoza. Mark Morbos. Gerald Mwangi with honors. Renz Omboy with honors. Arvin Ortiz. Glenn Alfred Pa. Joyak Lim. Kwayujin Lee with high honors. Seongwon Kim with high honors. Jong Hoon Park with honors. Yun Hao Mei. Sam OVC with honors. Jeong Young Park with high honors. Sang-hoon Park. Craig Pereira with high honors. Michael Pizzota with honors. Mateus Ramos. Sohil Rasuli. Anton Shari. Mohammed Fahad Sheikh. Joshua Santos. Oren Ramlal. Michael Rivera. Lauren Claudia Ragusante. Bo Ryan Rihas. Raya Ventanilla. Karuj Golpavar. Salman Sheikh. Soonman So. George Sakanikis, with honors. Mark Valdez. Mohammed Wasfi. Jesse White. Matthew Wilson, with honors. Andrew Winchester, with honors. Guang Zi, with honors. Liang Yu. Tianzin Yang. Shuaoyan Zhang. Shuwei Wang. Cole Young. Mateus Zabello Suarez. Jun Zheng. Oiming Zhenju. Justin Zita, with honors. Governor Blickstead, graduates and guests, I present to you the candidates from Aviation Technician Avionics Maintenance Program. Patrick Androga. Haiwan Chang, with honors. Christian Chang Coco. Eugene Han, with high honors. Hanul Jiang. Brian Kim, with honors. Andrew Kwan, with honors. Ho Lam Lee, with honors. Han Liu, with honors. Jihan Min, with high honors. Anton Ramft. Gerald Mwangi. Luca Vincent Scambra, with honors. Kyle C. Ki Kong Zhao, with honors. LJ Srianan, with honors. Intisab Tahir, with honors. Aaron Akalin, with honors. Mojtaba Abinad. Go.
Governor Blickstead, graduates and guests, I present you to the candidates from the Motive Power Program. Suvathan Arolusan. Oops, sorry. Tyron Nakeem Burton. Dwayne Darren D'Souza. Jordan Buster. Zachary Dwayne Campbell. Brandon Cavallalo. Oscar Jonathan Amaro Perez. Tristan Kin Chow. Abdullah Riaz Chima. Nikita Donikov. Anthony Duyeon with honors. Gil Gabriel Ganandin. Nadim Sami Guto. Minin Huang. Amrapal Jandu. Dongki Lee. Sember Lo. Wei Liu. Anmal Ratan with honors. Geraldo Souza. William Valencia. Miles Cleveland McMillan. Den Rafter Mendolia. Vincent John Pasby Miranda. Ryan Mohan. Ho Suk Nam. Nok Tuen Ngujin. Kira Panasi. Jeremy Agudo Romano. Inderpal Saul with honors. Guenzong Wang. Shirung Wang. Shenlai Zhang. Andy Zakiri. Stephen Yu. Yusheng Lin. Bachi Li. Fan Jai. Arwin Jethro Alvaro. Alan Abraham. Aaron Chow. Mikhail Diego Vericon. Tobit Gabriel Reyes. Ting Yang. Tiez Chun Ko. Willie Lam. Tai Jin Lim. Kyun Oh Kim. Soan Jang.
Hayatham Mazri. Pratib Seth. Jasjeet Singh. Palu Deep Singh. Pei Tao Lee. Dane Francis William Dusum, with honors. Tianyu Wang. Hoan Lee. Yunho Lee, with honors. Sangjun Lee. Weibin Chan. Zhizhao Zhu. Jisun Yang. Xiang Wu. Yue Kui. Kaiwen Zheng. Jinmeng Chen. Tianyo Wang. Lucky Edisane with the Inclusive Leadership Practices. Governor Blickstead, graduates and guests, I present you the candidates from Motive Power Heavy Duty Equipment Technician. Paul Corsetti with honors. Brian Del Mundo. Andre DaCosta Drummond with honors. Ethan Eddy with honors. Nathan Daniel Fernandez with high honors. Matthew Paul Jewer. Justin Coster. Taehong Yim.
Haeyong Chan Kim. Jung-hee Lee. Jangwon Lim. Junhee Oh. Gregory Mark Wilson with honors. Guanwoo Nam. Devinder Singh. Governor Blickstead, graduates and guests, I present you the candidates from Motor Power Truck and Coach Technician. Ishpreet Singh Bajwa. By Harry Singh Sandhu. Damanjit Gahal. Raja Singh Sandhu. Supreet Dillon. Jodhveer Dillon. Khalil Brown. Anthony Sintar. Jesse Rafael Fernandez. Harjovan Gosal. Anandeep Gurjal. Karim Hegazi. Dallin Hill. Yees Kenzie Jenga. Jaiming Liu with honors. Clayton Omar Nelson with honors. Toby Oranos. Joshua Pereira with high honors. Amanjit Purewell. Baltej Singh Purewell. Varinder Singh. Satan Shu Rudra.
Deepak Kashyap. Yongshu Tan with honors. David Addo. Shadat Ahmed. Andre Broderick. Andy Julie Tung. Wayan Wayan Williams. Kamnath Ramprasad. Uzman Ali Rasul. Kwang Ming Din. Shaikh Mola. Julia Bonaventicola Daw with honors. Yusuf Hussein Yusuf.
Governor Lickstead, graduates and guests, I present to you the candidates from the Auto Body Technician Repair Program. John Allen. Gang Bak. Duk Nam Din. Tyler Drake. Min Ma. Erwin Guevara.
Let's go, Erwin.
Kevin Millington.
Gold medalist.
He got the gold medal for refinishing at the Centennial Skills Competition this year. Travis Roach. Bhavin Shimagaraja. Robert Putaweg. Young Ho Yu. Justine Arcio. Dennis Popovic. Amar Shamshuddin. Saeed Mahudian. Scott Thompson.
Governor Blickstead, graduates and guests, I present to you the graduates from the Automotive Parts and Service Operations Program. Gabriel Saul Kamozato. Hui Gao with honors. Malik Mesan. Harman Nurpuri.
Governor Blickstead, graduates and guests, I present to you the candidates from the Motorcycle and Power Sports Program. Logan Cesare Casey. Mogan Chelian. Darrell Davis. Joshua David Kalircharin. Cameron Scott Martin. Marshall LeBlanc Wiggins. Jeremy Marshall with honors. Jonathan Nieto. Shelby Jadzia Osachuk. Kayla Marie Leal Pereira with honors. Jake Gerard Seward with high honors and also the gold medal at Skills Canada National Competition. Christopher Lee Schmidt. Carlos Andreas Vega Leon. Vladislav Moskvatin with honors, aviation technician, aircraft maintenance. Pin Zhu, general arts and science, English for academic purposes.
I extend my personal congratulations and best wishes to all of the graduates from School of Transportation programs.
Okay, we're having way too much fun now. Okay, we don't have to throw every last airplane like 10 times. So did I hit anyone in the eye? I just want to know, is everyone safe? Nobody's injured? There'll be no WSIB claims against anybody? Oh, thanks, Governor Blickstead. I think you're not modeling the desired behavior at this time. I'm putting this under the podium. Okay, I'll tell you a little story. We're in the home stretch, folks, but I do need to share a very short story with you. The Alumni Convocation Mace, commissioned in 2012 by the Centennial College Alumni Association, that marks the significant milestone of students graduating from their programs of study. The Convocation Mace is a symbol to honor Centennial's past and lead us into the future. The Alumni Convocation Mace celebrates the current graduating class and the 150,000 graduates who have participated in this ceremony since 1967, as well as all of those who will join our alumni family in the years to come. So at this time, I will ask Ms. Aisha Charles, representing the students, and Mr. Conley, representing our alumni, to please stand. Ms. Charles will pass the alumni mace to Mr. Conley to symbolize the transition from a Centennial student to a Centennial graduate and proud alumnus. Okay, Mr. Conley's made everyone else in the room so jealous that you weren't the one who got to touch that mace, but it will be in the in Alumni Hall. So before we leave, I need you to take a moment and formally thank those who have helped you on your journey to this day. Google, Tim Hortons, Red Bull. Okay, actually, okay, you don't actually have to clap for them, but how about your parents, your partners, and your family and friends? And what about your amazing faculty and the support staff and the administrators? And let's also acknowledge all of the staff volunteers from all across the college, the enrollment services team, and finally, the School of Hospitality, Tourism, and Culinary Arts for providing our reception. So, following the recessional, we invite all graduates and guests to please join us for a light reception in Alumni Hall located in the Student Center. Our piper, Scott Greenaway, will lead the dais and faculty out first, followed by the graduates and then the guests. Would the graduating class please rise? On behalf of the Centennial College community, I'm honored to extend our congratulations on your significant achievement today. Best wishes for your future success.
legend of the phoenix all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? was from the beginning. Look. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 The present has no ribbon. Your gift keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We've come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar and our cups to the stars. She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to the sun. We're up all night to get some. We're up all night for good fun. We're up all night to get lucky. 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 We're up all night to get lucky.